Hey everybody, welcome back to No Jumper News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD. Let's get right into this story. First things first, Lil Wayne is reportedly under police investigation after one of his bodyguards claims that Tunchi pulled a gun on him during a verbal argument at his home. According to TMZ, Lil Wayne's security team claimed that the two got into an argument at Weezy's Hidden Hills home and the situation eventually got much more severe. The guard explained that Lil Wayne told him to leave his house after exchanging words, but he first went to the bathroom. At that point, Wayne allegedly brandished an assault rifle. After fleeing the scene, the guard told police that Wayne pulled an AR-15 style rifle at him, and by the time authorities arrived at the scene, he had reportedly already left. The guard claimed that their argument got physical, but law enforcement sources said that his story seemed to be shaky and he did not sustain any injuries. No charges have been filed, and the bodyguard reportedly is not looking to pursue any, although police have launched an investigation. Lil Wayne has not publicly commented on the matter yet, but sources close to Wayne deny that the incident occurred, saying that the rapper doesn't own a gun. All I gotta say is if you're gonna get a security guard, you need to get the kind of security guard who's not a snitch. And when I say that, I mean you should be able to point a machine gun at your security and have them just take it and just keep on moving. Do I actually believe what I'm saying? I don't know, because it seems like even a security guard who is kind of with the shits would probably not take having an AR pointed at him as just like a fun thing. You know, like most security guards are not really gonna just take that like it's all good, right?
I mean, but when you read this, it says that they got physical, obviously, and he told him to leave his house, and the nigga decides to go to the fucking bathroom. At that point, he's trespassing.
No, but I think when he went to the bathroom, that was Lil Wayne going to the bathroom and retrieving the AR. I think that's what they were saying.
I thought the nigga went to the bathroom.
I'm not really sure, and it's his word. Like this is his version of events, so I mean, it's probably going to be a lot more charitable to his side of things than to Wayne's side of things.
I don't know. He's a rat.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds a little shaky just because, like, even the cops saying that his story sounded shaky and that they didn't necessarily believe the details, that was kind of weird. When they say that Lil Wayne doesn't own a gun, I think he's a felon, so he's probably not legally allowed to own a gun. But, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird development.
And then, too, it could be the motherfucker got fired and he's just trying to get some money out of the situation. You know how these motherfucking people do.
Yeah, and I mean, if you point a gun at someone in your own home, there's no witnesses, there's nobody to agree with it happening, it might as well have not happened, right? Like if you have a whole bunch of people saying it didn't happen, there's no video footage, we kind of have to take their word for it, even if we think that they're probably lying on Lil Wayne's behalf.
Weezy didn't do it. Next story. According to the NY Daily News, rapper Coach the Ghost, currently on parole, was taken into custody in Georgia by NYPD detectives Saturday, cops said. He was brought back from Clayton County and charged with the slaying of a 17-year-old, Brian Sannon, on March 13th. Authorities say Brian Sannon had reportedly been headed out on a walk with a group of friends when a gunman jumped out of the backseat of a silver sedan and opened the fire shortly after 10 a.m. Brian Sannon died at the scene. A 20-year-old got shot in the face and a 19-year-old had bullets grazing his leg. Brian's mother shared she was at a doctor's appointment when she saw an alert on Citizen, an app that sends out notifications of reports of nearby crimes, that a teen had been shot near her home. She never imagined it would be her child. I didn't expect that I would come back and not see my son, she told the Daily News shortly after Brian's death. I just want to know why. What did he really do to deserve this? My baby. I only have one son. Upon arriving in her neighborhood, Mrs. Sannon found her son lying dead on the sidewalk. The last thing I saw of my son is him lying down in crouch position, covered in a white blanket on the road. I just wanted to hold him. I just wish to see my son right now. I just want to see him and hold him. Cops identified 27-year-old Coach the Ghost-born Coacher Bermudez as a suspect following a brief investigation, but he already fled the state. The report notes that he's a member of the Hood Star Street Gang and spent 2011 to 2017 locked up for a shooting rival at Marcus Garvey houses. He was placed on parole until 2022, court records state, following his release. It was not immediately clear why Brian and his friends were targeted and if Coach the Ghost was the shooter or the driver. Cops have charged him with the murder, attempted murder, and assault. His arraignment in Brooklyn Criminal Court was pending Saturday.
Okay, so there's a little bit of detail that wasn't necessarily included in this write-up, which is the fact that Coach the Ghost is a very, very well-known GD rapper. And the kid who got killed, I saw a bunch of footage of him in 1090 Jake's video throwing up sort of anti-GD gang signs and everything like that. So we have this situation where you have the quote from the mother. The mother feels like her son was just a good kid and he didn't deserve any of this. But then meanwhile, we're seeing video footage of him throwing up all kinds of gang signs that are basically him saying that he wants to smoke with anybody from other gangs. Now, that doesn't change the fact that it's insane if Coach the Ghost, who was signed to Gucci Mane at the time, I believe, if he actually pulled up on someone and shot them in Brooklyn in the middle of the day and thought that he was going to get away with it. That's insane. That's honestly insane. But at the same time, I mean, let's not act like this is just like a random person who got killed. This is a person who had been beefing with Coast to Coast gang. So just want to throw that out there.
And I just feel bad for the mom. You know, just, you know, the way she describes it and seeing her son, you know, on the fucking ground with a blanket over him, like that got to be traumatizing. And you know, a lot of parents, they don't know what the fuck their kids get into, and you know what I mean. It's just sad because she's the one that's losing. That's her only kid, and I don't think that young man was you know, probably thinking that she would be affected or, you know, from the decisions that he made.
I mean, that's the crazy shit about it is that, like, I did a lot of stupid things when I was 16 or 17, but the consequences for me doing some dumb shit was like, I got to go to court. I got to pay a $1,000 fine, you know, because I got caught doing graffiti or whatever. I got caught shoplifting. I had to pay a little fine, you know, like the consequences were quite manageable. This kid who got killed was 17, I believe, and he was, you know, on social media,
still a baby,
throwing up gang signs and not really realizing that these stupid things that he was doing were going to get him popped and have him lose his life. So, I mean, it's just really, really sad that we got a young generation of kids who are kind of brainwashed into taking on these gang things and doing shit that they're not ready for and having to deal with consequences like this. Because if it wasn't this, who knows what could have happened if he had got caught up in a legal situation, etc. The whole gang thing. I mean, if you got to do it, go ahead, I guess. But these kids, I just wish they knew better.
Nah, don't do it, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of my people, man, continually to, you know, put this negative message out there and stuff like that. And you know, before y'all say anything, you know, I was accustomed to living a certain type of lifestyle, and that was only because of misinformation. You know, once I got to travel and got to see things and get certain opportunities and stuff like that, I mean, I don't take back nothing that I went through personally, but I have so many friends who didn't, you know, had a chance to have redemption and things like that. So
I mean, you're the rare voice who gets to speak about this as somebody who has been through it and seen it all and managed to not have to deal with too many of the negative consequences. And it's just a shame that this kid will never even begin to get on that journey of maturing and figuring it out.
Yeah, 17, man, he's still a baby. You know what I'm saying? Just still a kid, bro. Still, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't even scratch the surface of life. And I would hate to see more of my brothers, man, being lost to this fucking trap, which is gang.
Kids, leave the streets alone.
Leave that shit alone.
YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know down below what you want us to talk about next. Appreciate y'all.